let's get the new consoles out the way. They've got a slim thingy coming, but did they mention that?
Yes.
Yes, they did.
Slim thingy.
Slim pickings.
And also Project Scorpio.
Project
So
Scorpio.
out of a potential one console, they have two, which is two consoles too many.
It's just I can't get over that fucking
It's
name.
a bad
man.
name, isn't it?
It
But
is.
they're
It's a
just
terrible
calling
name.
it Project S, but aren't they?
But it sounds like a doomsday
Would you go to a shop and buy an S?
an Xbox S? Xbox.
No, but it's not getting called. It's going to be called. It's just Scorpio. It's not Xbox.
It can't just be called.
Is
Is it seriously its own name?
Is it gonna
Scorpio.
Is it going to be called Xbox S? Another S.
Do you want to go to the? It just reminds me of it's Hank Scorpio's own personal
Yeah.
console.
Yeah.
Want to go to the Connect store? Well, there's the there's Connect and You on 5th.
Oh, Connect District.
They're all there. All the Connect stores, isn't it?
And the thing is, Hannah Connect. Hannah gets in the Connect with you.
Imagine if Microsoft had Hank Scorpio to announce the Project Scorpio, and then everyone would have been excited for
Well,
it.
Albert Brooks is still alive, isn't he?
Yeah, so you could have done it. Yeah. Anyway, that's
So that's the
it.
consoles covered, or
Too many consoles.
too many cooks.
Yeah.
Considering there is already an Xbox One, now there's two more Xbox Ones. So
And
yeah,
I mean, the fact that people are already starting to shit out consoles is like, it's really indicative of how like meaningless this past console generation has been.
yeah, it's
like-
been a half-assed one.
I'd just like to interrupt you to say that this part of the video is sponsored by Windows 10. Play all your games on Windows 10, people.
Did you hear? Everything's coming to Windows 10.
Everything's coming to Windows 10.
Everything.
Everything.
What's the Windows 10?
Windows 10.
Don't
is
worry,
this-
it's all coming.
It's this newfangled concept called PC gaming. Like,
And Microsoft invented it for E3. The way they were fucking going on about it,
Oh,
like
yeah.
they'd invented it. Just calm down, it's okay.
guys, did you know that you can play games on a home PC?
Well, it sounds like
Dang!
it sounds like they might have won E3 if they'd invented PC gaming, because I hear that's kind of big shit
Yeah.
on the internet.
Right.
But the actual games that they had,
Right,
let's have a look at those.
Will we go through the games now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
sure.
John,
That's not a game.
Gears of War 4.
Gears of War again.
More Gears of
What
War.
did you think about it?
Gears of War?
What did you think of it?
I thought it looked ho-hum, just like all the other Gears of War do. Like the.
But that was just a trailer.
Aye,
so-
but like
And a gameplay
Gears of
thing.
and a little bit of game.
The weather, did you see the weather system? That was
That's-
the best thing about it, I'd
Yeah.
say.
Weather in games is
Weather.
good. Gears
I
of War
like
4
weather, but I like rain.
Gears of War 4 has weather in it. Brilliant. It's
You
got
know
weather in
you
it.
know what happens when rain falls on like dark black and grey and brown material?
Yeah.
It gets even darker.
Yes.
So it's going to be a muddy morass of horrible colours.
Well, I, for one, am excited to see if there is as a romance plot in it as eloquent as that.
Dom
of
loving his
Dom
wife.
and his wife.
Dom and
Dom
his
did
wife.
love his wife a lot.
Which we did a video about once. So that was Gears of War. It's
What
just
would have
Gears
been?
of War.
No, what would be good if it was all about weather system? It was like a kind of remember the thing on the PS2 and whatever other consoles
Yeah.
where you went out in the snow and your morale went down, stuff like that. That was
Yeah.
a great idea. That game was terrible, right?
Yeah.
But that was a great idea in that little game, and the
Yep.
fear thing as well.
Aye.
What else did that Lost Planet? If you were in the, you had to.
Yeah, there
Had to
was
keep getting, had to keep killing stuff to get
keep
the,
heat,
Yeah,
yes.
It's nice when weather plays a part.
yeah. So
Yes, it is.
I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
But
they're
it'd be-
gonna keep leaning on that one amazing mechanic that they had right from the start, active reloading,
It
which
is.
is a mini game within a game, which is really, really fucking clever.
It is. But Gears,
Right.
come on.
So that's
How
that.
can we talk about that much of Gears?
Boom. Gears of War done. Next, Scalebound. Anybody?
I want Scalebound to be really, really good, but it doesn't look really, really
Was
good.
is that the one where the guy's got the beats?
He's got Beats headphones. Yeah.
But they got that guy to come out to play it with the beats
And he
on.
had
He
beats
looks
as well.
miserable.
He did.
How miserable did that guy look? So that- I regret everything.
Yeah. Kamiya might well be one of the best like game developers for games with strong mechanical things in it ever, like apart from Mikami. But Scalebound does not seem to be hanging together in any kind of way that looks interesting, and that makes me a bit sad.
It looked alright.
Yeah. It's got
Visually-
it's got big things happening in it. I like the scale was really good.
Obviously,
but
we just got to wait until the demo
Actual game,
comes
yeah,
out. you know what I
yeah.
mean? And that's the thing when you're free. You
just don't know. What
yeah.
are we? It's just a
You have no
crapshoot.
idea. John, anything that says Scalebound?
I do respect what's his face?
Bald man. Come
Yeah,
here.
the bald guy.
Oh, he's a fucking legend.
But at the same time, I don't hang my hat on his abilities as much as other people do. I think it looks okay. Like, it'll be strong probably mechanically, but the rest of the game seems like a fucking shambles.
It does, yeah. Anyway, that's Scalebound.
Right, Scalebound. Right.
So then,
Next, Forza Horizon 3.
no.
Nathan cares.
No.
Yeah.
I thought.
Do you need another car game? Here's another car game.
I
Hey,
thought-
hey, you Top Gear dads out there.
I thought. I already thought there was one.
Yeah.
I thought there was a Forza 3. Right. Anyway, Halo Wars 2. What?
Oh, fuck. It's the game no one asked for.
No one.
But you're getting that.
Well,
Yeah.
no, this is the funny thing about Halo Wars 2. People did ask for it, but what I find kind of hilarious is that, as far as I know, this is still not a creative ensemble, who were the studio that did the original Halo Wars and the guys that used to do all of Microsoft's big RTSs,
303,
yeah.
like Age of Empires 2, you know, all the really good ones that basically invented the genre, and then Microsoft killed them with a big bloody axe after Halo Wars came out. But here's your sequel.
Made by the.
A bunch of no-marks.
No, made by the new people who make Halo.
Yeah, God knows.
Is it 303 games?
303
Oh, yeah.
Studios.
Yeah, they're making it, but they've never made. I don't think they have. Don't quote me on that. I don't think they've ever made an RTS before.
Who knows?
So, at least it's not another actual Halo sequel. Halo 6, 7.
I think
9?
I think we're on 6 now.
Anyway, that's Halo Wars. Next up, Recore.
I don't know what Recore is, really. It's got robots in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that,
it
There
looks
was
a bit,
there was gameplay.
and it
yeah.
looks a bit clunky.
Yeah.
It looks a bit
It looks
stiff.
like-
I don't know.
Remember how the way people move on PSP games years ago because there wasn't
Yeah.
an analog stick?
yeah.
Like that, no, that kind of you're holding a gun and you.
No, it's
kind of
like, yeah,
It's kind of stiff.
kind of stiff. Yeah. I
What
know
do
what
you?
mean.
But it looked. Yeah, again, it looked.
It's
Good.
it's the worry though that it is a gimmick shooter where it's just a little third-person shooter where they just shove something in to try and spice it up.
Although, kind of interestingly, when we were talking earlier, you said you didn't want to mention any games in E3 where you actually kill people, and my caveat to that is I don't really give a shit about robots.
Yeah.
I don't respect them.
Jesus.
Well, no, it's because we'll come on to that later.
See,
but-
to be honest, we'd have like 4 games to talk about if we weren't talking about robots and shooting people.
See 3PO's in the house right now, like that. Oh my.
well, I'm just saying,
Arthur's
if I had to kill
getting him a BJ.
Okay.
Like that. Boo boo boo.
if I had to kill anything, I'd be happy to kill a robot rather than gorily shooting another person. So when they give these robots all kind of personality and attributes, it makes me sad. 'Cause then I don't want to shoot them. But there you go. So that's
Right.
that one.
John, Recore.
Yeah, like I said, it looks too much like a gimmick shooter to me.
Yeah.
Just a typical third-person shooter
Unfortunately.
that they've shoehorned something else into.
So, do you think you like kill the robot? You get on the robots and take their chips out, and then reprogram them, and then they're your pals, kind of like a
I think
Pokemon
that's
deal.
why. I think that might be why it's
That
called,
could be. It has potential.
It could
to
be cool,
interesting.
yeah.
I think that might be called Recore because you are
So we're
accruing a group
Yeah.
of robots that
you're
you're
recoring them,
reprogramming.
yeah.
Yes.
So we're in the middle with that one, really. To be honest with you. Killer Instinct Season 3 didn't
No,
even know there was a
who
one or a two,
cares?
so
It looks hilarious to watch because of how a person can win a match with the other person not being able to do anything. But my brief foray with Street Fighter has told me that I just can't do fighting games. So what's the
in
point?
the trailer, wasn't there somebody for Tekken or something like that?
No, that was Tekken. There was this person from Street Fighter.
Wow.
Maybe. Wow.
Wow, this is embarrassing.
This is good.
Next up was something that I was vaguely interested. Sea of Thieves kind of looked actually like rare because
Sea of Thieves looks cool.
is it only going to be multiplayer?
By the looks of it, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah.
That's a killer. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
can be a killer. It looks like you're supposed to get your pals and you have like some sort of party island.
Pirate, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
like
you
parts
send
of
your
party
pirate.
island and you just.
It'll be interesting if there's anything to do other than fighting other people because that's all they showed us. And if there's stuff to do where it involves like you have to get a crew together and you can go out and search for treasure and dodge big monsters and famous other pirates, that could be quite interesting.
Yeah.
But if it's just online versus, then it will be a bit. But it's supposed to be kind of like an MMO, so maybe you could just party with other people randomly and
Yeah.
it will just work because cooperative games tend to make people work together. Anyway, Sea of Thieves, that's kind of like an up. We're going to give that a thumb up, we think.
Yeah.
Looks
That
like-
shows more potential than so many other games
Looks
because
like-
it's something different, even though you think it's just Sid Meier's Pirates.
It's Sid Meier's Pirates multiplayer.
The Simman's part is good.
But there's only been like
Not any.
there's only been 3 pirate games that have been good in the past like 20 years.
Yeah.
And then it was like
Risen.
Risen. I can't remember.
Risen 1 and 2.
Yeah.
They were hoping.
And
Yeah.
Pirates.
And Pirates.
So CFEs, yeah, we're kind of... It could be potentially be
Yep.
good. Right.
So,
State of Decay 2. Yeah, again, Halo Wars 2 syndrome. Who the fuck's asking for that?
Yeah.
It must have been really popular with someone, but I don't like zombies that much, so I'm just not that interested. Full stop.
I don't know how anyone can be interested in zombies anymore.
Still. Yeah, no, they've had...
It's just the game's just a simple little find a house, board it up,
Yeah.
and find people and take them to it,
Yeah.
which I thought was interesting. But yeah, again, Crackdown for some reason comes to mind,
Yeah.
where it's really empty and dumb.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the only thing you can say about it again is it's like, at least they're not people. I mean, they were people,
Yeah.
but, you know... I like zombies as a concept. I just think in games they're just overused at the minute.
Yeah.
And then speaking of
What's
zombies...
that?
Oh, Dead Rising 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Ah!
Dead Rising has always been shit. Right, let's fucking clean this up right away. Dead Rising has always been bad. It had one cool thing going
The
for
save
it.
system.
The save system was decent. It was annoying, but it worked for the game.
It had a point to it.
Yeah, there was a reason for it to exist. The only thing I had going for it was the idea of like these weird fucking freaky boss battles seemingly coming out of like the fray of horrible like waves of zombies.
I didn't even know there was a third one.
Yeah, like the third one was just like
When did they release it?
it was an Xbox exclusive, and it was like I'm pretty sure it was a launch title for the Xbox One.
I said this to you too earlier. Take the hint, Xbox, right? Don't make exclusives because nobody's buying Xbox.
Yeah.
Nobody wants your
Did anyone
Xbox.
buy an Xbox One for Sunset Overdrive, for fuck's sake?
I know at least one person who did. The idiot.
Oh, mercy.
Mercy me. We Happy Few.
We Happy Few looks.
Is that actually
That was
exclusive?
that, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely on there. It was definitely on their kind of like remit. And
Okay,
stuff.
okay.
Oh, as well, yeah, because it was on their remit. We Happy Few. If it isn't just
Or
BioShock,
BioShock.
if it isn't just BioShock,
Yeah, it'd be really
it could
cool.
be really cool. And I actually did read some stuff that suggested it isn't just BioShock.
What about again? It's got some sort of time system. Have you seen that?
It's got multiple characters and they all have their own individual progress, and it's kind of like parts of it are procedurally generated, so every playthrough won't be the same. But it's not totally randomly generated like a roguelike. It's just got elements in it that will be different, and different characters can maybe like cross paths with each other. I don't know. It could be quite interesting, but I think it might just be BioShock, but in the 60s and with
John, would you?
drugs.
Would you think it?
I'm very much in the same camp. I think it looks really, really cool if it isn't just going to devolve
gonna
into
be
a
on-
really mindless shooter.
It's gonna be on Windows 10 anyway. So
Yeah, it's going to be worth a crack anyway.
Because that
Like,
was...
It's something.
Yes.
It's something as opposed to
something
like
that
the-
looks totally different.
Yeah.
If it isn't a hollow experience, it could be good.
Yeah.
And that's why that was the other thing. Inside, that was an Xbox game, and that is now out as of this being up. It was out a couple of days ago. That was an Xbox exclusive for like 2 weeks. But it was at E3, so
Yeah.
we're going to look at that in a couple of weeks' time
Yeah.
when we've had some time to play it and digest it, because we don't just want to play it and then shit out an opinion in an hour.
It does look very interesting. though.
next game,
Yes.
It looks like the game Limbo was supposed to be.
Yes.
next game, Cuphead.
Oh, Cuphead as well, yeah.
Oh yeah,
That
Cuphead.
looks great.
We've been anticipating it for a year now. If it's definitely not Xbone alone, if it is actually going to be Windows 10, I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of character, a lot of really cool ideas going on in it.
They also had Minecraft Xbox One edition.
Oh,
Yay! Now
Wow.
That
they're gonna go back in
The
time.
Minecraft man.
The Minecraft man was
Minecraft.
raging this week.
The Minecraft man has been very angry, but that might be... We might have to talk about the Minecraft
Did Notch
man.
do something?
Notch is always doing something.
Yeah.
But did he do something bad?
Called out my boy John Blow.
Oh, that's for another video.
So, Mike,
Are you
so
sure?
we'll do the Italian. Let's do the Italian. So, Microsoft.
So what does that
Too many
mean?
consoles out of one console.
Yeah.
Far too many consoles. It only have been the one Xbox. We don't need another one. Maybe you're excited for it. You're an idiot. Don't spend more money.
What are we really about? Out of that, I'd say what you pretty jacked for. Sea of Thieves, We Happy Few, and Cuphead.
Yeah.
I want Scalebound to be good.
Scale, but I know, but we put that in the middle ground. We didn't really no.
So I guess really Microsoft's conference is too many cars and zombies out of one or two good,
Yeah.
interesting ideas.
Yeah.
There's some promise there,
There's
but
ideas there, but God.
not enough.
It's coming out as a big beige mess.
Yes.
So I give it Scorpio cancer.
I give it like that the Simpsons episode with Hank Scorpio in it, but without him in it. Would it be as good? That was Microsoft's conference. Record.
Right.
Sony.
Right, so next up, Sony.
What did Sony show?
Right, so
Sony showed.
No, first of all, Day of the Con. Oh, they didn't actually mention that they were releasing a new. They put a fast one.
They did, yeah. They saw the poor reception that Microsoft's 30 consoles got and went, let's not do that. So they've kind of got like a Schrodinger's console where it does exist, but not until they actually say it does. Until they try and observe it.
Yeah, I honestly thought to God they were going to try and go back into the handheld market again with something, you know what I mean?
That's surely... They must know by now that they can't make it viable.
Let's take a minute of silence for the Vita. Which was good. Vita had some good stuff.
The Vita was good.
No, visually it was... Yeah, really impressed. Better than that 3DS shit.
Yeah, and also it had 2 analog sticks.
Why would you want a button on your game console to make it completely blurry? I can't see what I'm doing. All right, now I can. And then they sold it again, and it was flat.
We can make an entire video of us slagging only portable devices.
Oh,
by
what
Nintendo.
we're gonna be actions? We're gonna be Stuart Actions now, John? No or no? Right. Anyway, so that's PS4 consoles apparently. Right. First up was God of War.
Dad of War.
That's
what we have to call it. That God of War.
Yeah,
and I wrote
a snore
on my little note thingy. I wrote God War, which sounds like a better game.
God War.
You dare challenge Zeus?
So there was like
get back up.
Woo!
There was 1 or 2 things of God of War remake that looked kind of interesting.
Yeah, I thought it looked great. That boy isn't gonna last.
Well, there's an entirely different topic there about when a kid or a dog is in a game. Why is the first thing that we think of is when is it going to die? And there was a good article about.
It was trying so hard to be The Last of Us. Yes. That's my problem. It's trying to be The Last of Us, but somehow even dumber than The Last of Us, which is really something because that was a dumb shit game. and like fucking God of War. Imagine actually trying to take God of War and make it po-faced. That's what this is doing. God of War was schlock shit that I played when I was a teenager, and now I don't even imagine wanting to play one anymore. And they've tried to make it serious, and it's coming across so embarrassing. It looks fucking embarrassing.
He's got a big beard. I think bits of it look alright.
By the beard of Zeus!
And apparently there was loads of little teasers and little bits in the trailer that like
make reference,
yeah. You know, it's wearing its Norse influence on its sleeve. So that is that's getting a tick because 2 of us are kind of interested in it.
Yeah, I think you're gonna like it, John. I got that feeling. It's gonna surprise you. What have I got here next? Days Gone. Zombie nonsense.
Nah.
The way they run is quite fluid, but that's all it's got for it. The story looks crap.
It's a
His
technical
family got
thing.
killed by zombies. That's the story, basically. And the trailer, anyway. The gameplay.
They might as well just release it as what it is, a tech demo for other bigger things.
But the way the zombies move is pretty impressive, but it's not worth spending any more time talking about. Right, next.
That's definitely not a tick, though. That's not a tick.
Oh, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, fuck it.
So next.
And then there's a Spider-Man game, but was that at PS3? Oh, yeah, obviously it was, because it was Sony.
Spider-Man Insomniac. Yes, that was a thing. That could be good. I would like another Spidey game where
if it's Spider-Man 2.
If it's as good as Spider-Man 2, yeah.
Where you can swing around the city. I'd like that, yeah. But just she's put a big old cross next to it. No, I don't like it.
It's not very original.
And also we have no idea what the actual game is about.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Has to have a strong cast of villains in it.
I wonder if the Green Goblin is going to be in it yet again.
Or they put my favourite scene for Spider-Man 1 in it, where Aunt May is in her prayers. She's like, and deliver us from... And the Green Goblin comes in. Finish it! Finish it!
Oh my.
Finish it!
You big idiot.
Right, okay, right.
Oh god.
Right, God, wow. Boy, it's my face, right. Horizon Zero Dawn, dumb robot dino game.
It is robot dinosaur
Could be
game.
good.
I think it could be good. I think it
What's
shows
it? What's it? What
promise.
style is it? Jacking? What you know? What I mean, what game can you relate it to?
It's doing. It looks like.
Could it?
I don't know. It kind of looks like a cross between like Far Cry 2 and Monster Hunter, because it's gonna have big robots that need to be taken down in specific ways, and I kind of like this thing where you have to kind of trap them to the ground and weaken them, and they kind of pull free and they do other things. It's got a lot going on in it, and the trailer was really bad because it had her she wouldn't stop talking and talking her own thoughts through, which I understand why they've done it. It's because it's for a press trailer and they need to get all these stuff out, but I really wish they just didn't do those things because it doesn't make the game look good.
Yeah.
Because it could be cool. You could be stalking these things through the long grass and all that kind of shit, but who knows. I'm feeling like a mild yes for that one. And again,
John,
robot dinosaurs.
John doesn't care.
I couldn't imagine a game I care less about.
Well, what about Detroit becoming human?
I care a lot about that game because it's going to be utter fucking garbage. But how funny is it going to be?
Yes.
It looks hilarious.
You're
David
looking-
Cage genuinely thinks he's invented the concept of
Story?
androids, but this time the androids are the good guys.
You can trust me. I'm a robot.
He looks like Jude Law from AI.
Yeah.
I think
There's
he-
like that uncanny valley level.
I think
of
that's the
shit.
only robot.
That works.
I think that's the only robot film David Cage has ever seen.
Yeah,
Just AI.
I don't think David Cage has ever actually spoken to another human being before, because he genuinely doesn't understand how humans interact with one another.
John, this is another video.
And
I
he's-
know,
and
I
he's-
know,
and he
I
skips
know.
past that by having it be a robot.
Exactly.
So yeah, we are
looking-
all very excited for that because that is
Yeah.
going to be a fucking riot to
Let's
play.
start.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about that one last. The next Resident Evil 7, and we've played the demo for
Oh
years.
yeah, we played the demo, which isn't a demo, it's a teaser.
Yeah,
there's
there's no such thing as a
thing.
demo anyway.
Yeah.
It's no very Resident Evil, is it?
No.
But it's either stagnate and make another daft action game, but which 7 could be. We don't know what 7's going to be. So you're just...
I can't imagine it's going to be like that. 7 is going to
That's
be...
just a fucking... That's a streamer's...
yeah,
a
it's-
streamer bit. That,
Aye.
isn't it? Oh, look at the ghost. Welcome to the family. You know what I mean? It's just...
Yeah. Oh
The
yeah,
only
the little
thing-
giggle.
The only thing that connects it to Resident Evil is there's a picture. There's a
It's
picture in the attic of a helicopter flying away.
got the umbrella logo on it. Yeah.
A Lord Sadler poster.
Hello, Sadler Rocks.
I mean, that's that literally rocks. And then there's
Sadler Fest.
there's like a little lock pin as well for opening the thing to get the axe.
Yes, master unlocking.
It's basically Jack and Silent Hill.
It's
Silent
Jack and
Hill's
Silent
one.
Hills thing. Very smart move, marketing wise.
Yeah.
No idea what the actual game's going to look like.
But Silent Hill, it's always been a game that was more connected to spooky. Open up a cupboard and a goblin comes out. Then Resident Evil ever did.
Yes.
Even though Resident Evil had its
Yeah.
what was it? Ralph Lauren's called tumblers. They
Yeah.
called it tumblers. When the dogs would jump through
Yes,
the windies
yeah.
and all that.
It had its little jump scare moments, but it wasn't about that.
Wasn't like psychological, like real psychological horror. Where
it was survival horror. It was
Yeah.
all about managing your resources with a tiny inventory. And then, if the teaser has anything to do with the main game, there was a little bit of inventory stuff in there.
and solving
And that's it.
stupid puzzles.
Stupid puzzles, yeah. So that's Resi 7. Wow.
It's getting an X.
It's getting an X, yeah, definitely. So then, The Last Guardian actually is genuinely really coming out. Honest to God, it won't be delayed until next year. Honest.
Honest. And I'm giving it no hype, no love until I'm sitting here in this living room playing it,
Yeah.
and hopefully it will be tears of joy.
Yeah. Well, it's been so hotly anticipated, it can never live up to what we expect it to be.
What it could have been probably years ago.
Yeah.
Could have got a pass.
But it might still be great. It looks kind of cool. You know.
I have no reason to doubt Ueda because he's a good boy.
I think it could be good.
Yeah.
I think we just need to get a massive benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Until it comes out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
also, it looks like it will melt our wee hearts the way that Eco and
yes.
Shadow did.
Let's make some predictions. Who do you think the dog's going to die, or do you think the wee boy's going to die?
I don't know.
Both.
I think neither will.
I think both.
That's our prediction. Both, one of neither. Cool.
So
And
that's that.
then there was the last thing, which wasn't actually a video game.
It was
It was a
pornography.
baby.
It was.
Both?
It was actual hype pornography.
Did he have maths on his neck?
He had maths on his neck. Yeah, little equations
Of
on
course,
his
we're
neck.
talking of Death Stranding here.
The best bit of that was when Kojima walked down and said, "I'm back." Or,
Why, where'd you go?
Or,
Did he do it in
me.
Did he do it in the trailer?
no,
Is he actually in it?
Can I
Just-
keep-
Right, okay, so they had that amazing, they had that amazing stage like one they had at Eurovision where the stage all lit up,
Yeah.
and there was a little path for him to walk down, and he just sprinted and went too fast for it, and he was like, "I'm here, I'm back," or whatever. Anyway, that was him,
And
and
Frank
he said,
and Frank Black's Headache was playing.
Yeah.
It's wiggling,
But only in my head,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I'm so fucking sick of this.
John,
I could make an entire video talking about how overrated Kojima is, but let's not go into it.
I think you should. You know what I mean?
I
Not
just-
right now, but why don't you? Why don't you go through all his games?
there's clearly an audience for it,
Please,
because
please not, or whatever it was called.
tons of people don't like him, so there's clearly an audience for
Yeah, there
it.
you go. Big man with the big cojones.
However, it is
What's
cri-
Death
it,
Stranding gonna be
it
about?
was cryptic enough for me to be like, that looks kind of cool.
What do you think it's about?
I have that. I already had a whole theory, but I can't even bother to go
Well,
into it. It looks like it's
vaguely.
gonna. So it looks like maybe he has been
Minecraft?
flung between different dimensions, and the reason he's got those little equations on his neck
That's
is
how he get
because
back.
that's how he either knows how to get back or how he knows he's in the right dimension. Because you'd have to assume that if you were in a different dimension, all the equations would be slightly different and they wouldn't work how we know they do. So maybe it's something to do with that, because it's all the equations to do with like black holes and Dirac's equations.
Well, that's interesting.
Dimensions of it. It could be
So
some
it's just
interesting
about a
stuff
guy
there.
trying to get him.
And you know, he's got a real good flair for these kind of visuals and things like that. Even if his games
Do you
don't
think there'll
always,
be giant robots in it?
probably, even though his games don't always live up to a lot of what people want them to be, I
Japanese
can't really
nerds.
deny that. I think he's got a decent visual hand on. I think there's some interesting ideas there with all the black oil and the fucking look. Reminded me of Bloodborne right at the end with all the stranded dead stuff.
Yeah,
Well, that was quite interesting.
yeah. And like, I mean, if anyone's, I don't want to like spoil us talking about it, but like The Orphan.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
fight
Yeah.
on the beach.
Yeah.
Can I?
Anyway, so Sony.
So Sony had. We're basically excited for God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, Detroit, Death Stranding,
Last
and
Guardian.
The Last Guardian. And the thing about that is we're right in the middle when you think about it, because any one of them can be a big old load of crap.
Sony showed a lot, and they were all very, very well designed trailers to make people very excited. But will the games be really good? Who knows? At least they didn't fanny around like Microsoft did with all loads of shite
Yeah.
that no one cares about. They just went games.
It was a lean show.
Yes.
It was a very lean show.
And that's kind of what you want, because E3 is stupid,
Yeah.
and the less of it, the better.
I watched it as well. It's so
warm,
bland.
warm front of games from Sony. Maybe showers later.
Yeah.
That's what we're giving them.
John, you get a score?
Despondent.
Out of 10.
Out of 10.